I'm Dr. Max Blumberg. I'm a research fellow at the University of London, and I'm very interested in human and people performance. And I've had the great privilege of working with a number of sports people, and I love working with sports people. I love the energy and the passion that they bring to their work. I think sports people are fantastic for organizations. I think they bring three primary attributes to that. The first attribute is that they focus on process. Process is critically important when you're executing a game. If you're thinking about beating France, for example, it means that you're not focusing on your technique. So if you're playing rugby, you need to be thinking about who's got the ball, where am I going, and you're thinking about where you are in the moment. If you're thinking about the outcome of the game, you're not thinking about what should I be doing right in this moment. And sports people, especially trained athletes and professional athletes, are taught to think about working in the moment, in the process, and can leave the objectives behind them once they've been thought of before them. So that's the primary thing for me, is that they're able to focus on process, and that's critical for achieving any goal. Second thing that they do very well is that they think well under pressure, sort of the teacup principle, thinking correctly under pressure, is that when there's a lot of input stimuli, a lot going on around you, you feel threatened in some way, sports people have a wonderful ability to be able to stay calm and to think through that. Now that's critical in modern business, where you've got so much happening all the time, and you've got so much stimuli coming in. There might be a market crash, there might be something happening with a competitor in the market. Sports people are very good because they've proved that they can think correctly under pressure. And the third thing I think that sports people bring is that they understand the importance of preparation for something. We're saying about young kids in bands, everybody wants to be on X Factor, wants to get onto a stage and just win. The real winners in life understand that what we're seeing is the final product, and they have no idea how much background work there is. Sports people understand that all too well. They've got the discipline and the desire to practice in order to create the win. And even more than that, they can tolerate the failure that often comes. Not everything is going to be a win. They can work through failure. They have the self-confidence to work through the failure and to succeed. That's a very good question. Sports people tend to be kind of in your face and tend to be very hard workers. So I don't think that they do as well in back office roles, for example. The kinds of people who do well in sport tend to be the kinds of people who cope well with the limelight. Dare I say, they might be the kinds of people who look for the limelight. And so there are certain professions which are better suited to them. So if it's more of a front office role, management, leadership, sales, that kind of thing tends to be better than being an engineer, a technician, or working in the background.